Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the Casual Cube for week number 13 for the FNM, just kind of like my little vlogs that I like to do. Kind of record my history, just so I can reflect back one day and be like, oh yeah, what a noob, you know? But, yeah, the meta is pretty well established now. It's just the regular people now. Actually, there was one new casual person that I didn't see before, and she was playing a Merfolk deck, a green-blue Merfolk deck, so I don't know if she was like prepping for Allegiance, but yeah, I didn't actually play against her, which was kind of weird because I ended up playing up twice in round 3 and 4. My opponent had 6 points in each of those rounds where I only had 3, so maybe it was like some kind of algorithm thing. That was kind of interesting. But yeah, I actually ended up taking, I used store credit to enter, and I ended up taking 2 Ixalan Boosters because, we didn't get super lucky tonight with trying to pull off the combo. I did pull off Kamahl one time, but it wasn't obviously for like X equals, 26 or 20 plus or whatever. That's the ultimate dream. But yeah, maybe we get lucky in here. I don't know. We'll see. Let's test our luck. And also, I kind of miss opening booster packs. It's just, it feels good to open a booster pack. It's just like the new card smell and everything. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, another thing that is so right. Like, I would take out combo pieces after each game. And I don't know if you go full insane magical Christmas land, I think you go full magical Christmas land. You don't break up the combo pieces. I don't know what I want to take out for, like, because I was like bringing in Threshing Bronodons and Crushing Canopy. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what my strategy is for that. But this deck is mainly used for the kitchen table. So yeah. So the Golgari. Oh yeah, Chris. This is he's actually from my local game store number 2. He'll actually commute up to my main local game store, my number 1, which serves beer because it's kind of a perk of the place, and they also serve food. It's kind of weird because it's like segregated in between. There's like the card and then the cafe. It's weird. It's really cool though. But yeah, anyways, he's definitely a spiky player because he's putting in the reps online after talking to him. And yeah, he's here to win. So, but he was trying to figure out what my deck was, and I surprised him with the Traxos, so it was great. But yeah, it just got Chupacabra, so yeah, it was very short-lived. But yeah, Rakdos midrange. This one was a weird list because it was like midrange, but also had like the Get2 Lava Runners as well as the Fanatical Firebrands. He had no way to deal with my Traxos though, which was pretty awesome. Yeah, the game 2, I didn't see his Doom Whisperer or Rekindling Phoenix. I was like, what is this? So I didn't board in my Crushing Canopies by then because I didn't know what his deck was. That was like maybe like Rakdos Punisher Burn or whatever it is. So to see the Doom Whisper and Rekindling Phoenix surprised the heck out of me in game 2. So he won that one. And in game 3, yeah, he kept up pretty well, neutralizing my threats. But oh yeah, he Angrathed. This was an interesting board. He had Rekindling Phoenix get 2. I was like destroying him early in the game with my Traxos. I was just swinging it. And yeah, either way, like, he wouldn't have killed me, but it was awesome seeing Angrath actually being played. And that card just recently spiked up to like $15 or $17 according to Heroes and Legends or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. People are really speculating hard on that one. Maybe because the Rakdos color, well, obviously the Rakdos colors are Allegiance, but coming out in Allegiance, so maybe people are speculating on that one. But it's just a 5-mana Planeswalker. I think it's like 4 loyalty, so I don't know how good that is. We'll see though. But it does have the spectacle, +1 tick up where, there's that synergy. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I got that one. But yeah, Jeskai Control. This guy, oh man, this list was pretty awesome. Had the Mirari Conjecture with the kicked Fight with Fire. That's his win condition, which is a little bit different from like the Niv Mizzet build. So he was using Revitalize. Really interesting, really cool. He was playing Teferi though, aka Teabag. Yeah, that's what I call him now. It's just every time I see him, I'm like, oh my god, no, yeah, freaking Teferi. Oh my god. Yeah, so he just locked me up. Game 2. Oh yeah, he was taking the pressure from Traxos and Goreclaw. He was trying to like revitalize and trying to find an answer, Chemist's Insight, but yeah, he definitely was whiffing on his draws, so maybe he missed a board wipe or whatever. But yeah, game 3, oh yeah, he Emblem Teferi, and yeah, I had a slow start or something, or he handled my early threads or something. I don't know what it was. But yeah, that's when I got Mirari Conjecture Chapter 3 double kicked with the Fight with Fire. That's so cool. I love that combo. So I think I'm actually try that with my Planeswalker deck challenge for Raw Call of Storms. That seems kind of fun. But yeah, anyways, oh yes, round 4 was actually another really well-refined deck, Selesnya tokens, and yeah, it was, just the regular guys. So it was, the Sedonto Vanguard, Tristani, Venerated Loxodon, yeah. Oh yeah, the Thorn Lieutenant. Thorn Lieutenant actually with the Tristani became a 3/4, and I had a Traxos on board, which was a 7/7. So I couldn't swing in because it could get pumped up +4/+4, so it would become a 7/8. So yeah, my Traxos kind of just became, second fiddle after that point. I think that was in game 3. Yeah, it was a pretty big board stall, and he just kept on pumping out tokens because I didn't want to attack in because he would have pumped up his he would have blocked with Thorn Lieutenant. So. Yeah, oh yeah, but I actually did win. Yeah, you know what? I mean, the Steel Leaf with the Traxos is pretty interesting. It is really interesting. It's fun. It's if it goes unanswered, like they can't have an answer if they don't have lava coils, or Cast Down actually completely neutralizes the Steel Leafs. But Traxos, you gotta have some kind of answer for Traxos because he's gonna be swinging in for 7 on you. If you have a deck that well, actually in game 3, I actually was sideboarding out a lot of my like Gift of Growths and the Kamahls for, I think, enchantment removal, which is probably a bad idea because I was having trouble untapping Traxos. I had like 3 or 4 draws where I didn't untap him, so maybe that was kind of a bad idea. But I did have 2. Yeah, I did have 2 Steel Leaves, so yeah. Oh yeah, and I had to attack into my Multani. Finally became like an 8/8, and I was like. I was like, I have to start swinging in because he's just building up tokens and he's gonna, play whatever. I think he won like a Flourish. Yeah, I think that's what he won. Yeah, but yeah, he settled wreckaged me, and that was from the sideboard. So yeah, I answered my Multani, and that was my 1 copy, so I exiled it. But yeah, he gave me a Dominaria booster pack, and I got a Black Blade Reforged. Let me show you that. So yeah, I actually really needed this. Because I'm having 2 copies in my mono white historic as well as this, magical Christmas land jank deck. So I think I took 1 out from the mono white historic, so I'll put another 1 in, so that way I have 2 of each in each. Really love this art, by the way, really cool. I need to get the demon token though. So yeah, that was the Dominaria. That was pretty cool that he gave me that. Oh yeah, because we were also talking about splitting, that's why, before. Because he was in a weird situation where he was 6 points. I don't know, we were talking about splitting, but we ended up playing, and he got the record, so. Boom, boom, let's see here. Pack number 1, please, give us something to get. Ooh, Vicious Conquistador, Belligerent Promenade, Direfully Captain. Oh, sweet, okay. We'll take it. Maybe, I don't know. Try and find a way to make that work. Huh. Okay. Dang, that's pretty sweet. Wow. I gotta give heads up to the clerk. She gave me a heads up, and told me that don't take the Dominaria because they just opened a Teferi out of there. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. A Mythic Jace. I don't know how... That's probably one of the cheaper ones. I don't think that's very popular, but... we'll take a Mythic any day, so, even if it's a bad Mythic. And, yeah. Man, this would have been really fun to draft, I think. Actually, I don't know. Ooh, I could use that, actually. Because some people were complaining that, this wasn't a fun draft, but, look at some of the cards. I don't know, the treasure tokens, the Merfolk, the Tribal, Raider's Wake, okay. Sleek, doo-doo, oh, 4/3. Whatever. Raging Swordtooth, okay. Oh my, what the? Oh, dude, that is so, dude, are you kidding, dude, oh my god. He's got back-to-back double mythic, dude. Oh man, dude, this is magical Christmas land. Thank you, RNG gods, thank you. Alright, so I just made a video, did all the recording for kind of the post-mortem of the combo deck for Raw, the Raw Planeswalker deck challenge, Raw Caller of Storms. So if you want to check that out, you know, just check out the epic fail for round 2 of the Raw Caller of Storms Planeswalker deck challenge. But in this case, this is going to be more detailed of the games, the actual battle report, kind of the FNM vlog. So I've already done a lot of the post game notes. I went 0-4. Yeah, I matched up with all aggro decks, and here's all the bunch of improvements that I went into detail with in the Raw post-mortem epic fail video. So yeah, you can check that out right here. But yeah, at round 1, it was against Mono Red Goblins. This kid is awesome. I love this kid because he doesn't play in FNM with his 1000-Year Storm deck, but you know, like he'll have his 1000-Year Storm deck, and after he plays it with the Mono Red Goblins, yeah, that 1000-Year Storm deck goes off. And I remember one time he went off with lava coils in his 1000-Year Storm deck, which was sweet. Like, he cleared my board with lava coils, which is nuts. But anyways, yeah, so he used, you know, the same old stuff, Trash Master, Chain Whirlers. This time, we're talking about it, and he does 3 Flame of Kelds and then 2 Rekindling Phoenixes. That's just something that I wanted to note, because I thought that was interesting. He took out his CGN Commanders, though, because he says that now that he has Rekindling Phoenixes, he doesn't need the Siege Gang, it's a little bit too slow. And he also took out the Instigator, the Goblin Instigator, because he said he'd rather play with the 1-drops, like the Torch Courier. Even though I was like, why do you play with the Torch Courier? Because, you know, you sacrifice it and it gives something else haste, and he's like, I don't use it for that. I only use it because it's a 1/1 with haste. It's a Goblin, which, you know, he's all about that speed. So, and as you can tell, I mean, his deck really, if it curves out and, you know, it's really consistent, it's just, it's brutal. It's really brutal. So, yeah, game 1, oh yeah, the Legion War Boss and the Trash Master. And then I did Fiery Cannonade, but it was on the Fanatical Firebrands. Oh my gosh, yeah, it didn't work against, you know, the Fanatical Firebrands or Pirates, and Fiery Cannonade doesn't work on Pirates. So, but yeah, on the play, yeah, Erratic Cyclops, I mean, it's only 1 blocker though, so, yeah, this was when I had the Omnispell Adept with Apex of Power in hand, and yeah, it was just brutal. But I did manage to, you know, early in the game, I got 3 Firemind's Research out, but yeah, it's just, I need more, like, maybe like a Selective Snare or something just to stall out. That would have been fun if I could have won with Firemind's Research, though. That would have been hilarious. But yeah, round 2, Mono White Weenie. Yeah, game 1 I actually won with the Fiery Cannonade. This one was a Johnny Me's Primate version. I don't think he has History of Benalia, because this was another kid that's friends with this kid. But anyways, so they don't always have, like, the most, you know, sophisticated, high-priced decks. I mean, they're slowly upgrading them. They don't have, you know, they're not like spiky players, and I think it's because they don't have access to a bunch of money, so they have to, you know, upgrade their deck slowly over the meta. But in this case, this kid, yeah, I definitely think it was 5 creatures that I got with the Fiery Cannonade, and like 1 or 2 tokens included in those creatures. I don't think it was just 4 creatures. I was pretty sure it's 5. Maybe it's 4. I don't know. I don't remember. This is Saturday, so yeah, Raw Caller of Storms. Yeah, oh yeah, and I did get the Raw Caller of Storms down, and his -2 does work against the aggro decks with the 1 toughness. But yeah, it is 6 mana, so game 2 lost. Yeah, that's right. I think he sideboarded in the Dauntless Bodyguards, and it protected the Benelish Marshals. I'm not sure if he sideboarded in. I didn't ask him, but maybe it was part of the main deck. I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't get rid of the Benelish Marshals, so yeah. He had him mull down to 6, and he also just got a perfect curve, even on the draw. Yeah, Discovery and Beacon Bolt were just too slow, and even though I got the Omnispell on board, he just, yeah, he already had lethal. He was like hitting me, you know, once, you know, they flood out and they get a bunch of their creatures in, they're swinging in for like 5+ damage each turn, so it's just, you're on a clock, really early clock. Round 3, again, you know, games were going quick, but I did, you know, I was playing, you know, after I would lose, I would play, you know, these skirmishes. But anyways, yeah, round 3. Oh yeah, Moderate Friends. I played up in this matchup. He was 1-1. Man, this was a brutal deck with the Rekindling Steamkin. I think it was Runaway Steamkin. He did also have the Phoenixes though. He only plays with 2 Experimental Friends and 2 Risk Factors. So, you know, I always like to check out what their builds are. Kind kind of make a note of that. Yeah, oh yeah, the River's Rebuke just didn't do anything against the Get To Lava Runners because they were having haste, so that was kind of dumb. Yeah, oh well. And then stabilized early, yeah. Oh, you had to Beacon Bolt a Phoenix, Rekindling Phoenix twice. Yeah, just, you know, brutal matchup. I mean, yeah, it was just, once you get Experimental Frenzy, you just start going off. And then round 4, this was another one of those kids, part of that crew with, like, the middle school kids. He was also 0-3, and I think it's because his deck wasn't consistent. It had 18 lands, I think. And he had like this random Karn, the Scion Karn from Dominaria, and I'm like, what? And I think he just opened it in a pack. He threw it in there because it's colorless. So, but he only plays 1 Heroic Reinforcements, which that was something that I did ask because we were talking about the mana. He got mana screwed in game 2, and I was like, how many lands do you play? And yeah, he revealed that he only had like 18 lands. And I was like, well, don't you play Heroic Reinforcements? Because I think I saw it in game 1, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, he only plays 1 Heroic Reinforcements, which I think in the aggro Boros style, maybe play 2 Heroic Reinforcements probably. I don't know. I don't really play the deck, so but I do know Heroic Reinforcements is really good. But yeah, Banneret. Oh yeah, Dauntless Bodyguard. I think he Dauntless Bodyguard his Banneret, and oh yeah, my Omnispell Adept got Lava Coiled again. Yeah, he kept a 1-laner game 2. That was the only reason why I won, so I don't really count that. And then game 3, yeah, he just had a perfect curve out. Oh man, the Goblin Banneret into the Stalwarts was pretty good because, you know, it mentors onto the Banneret, and then the Banneret can just be pumped up. You know, mentor the Stalwart. It just gets out of control when they start mentoring. Yeah, and I didn't draw my fiery candidate, so. Just a quick little battle report. All of my matchups were aggro. If you guys want to see the post-mortem and see all the deck improvements, I go into detail about it. Talk about the deck in my Epic Fail Raw Caller of Storms Round 2 video. So go ahead and check that out. It is Saturday, almost 1 o'clock. I am going to probably go to Standard Showdown, probably rock a mono-color deck. I don't know if I'm going to do the mono-white or the mono-black. I'll figure that out here in a second. But yeah, that's the FNM vlog for, what was it, week number 12? Yeah, week number 12, and it's almost Christmas, so Merry Christmas, guys, and Happy Holidays. Alright, guys, it's FNM week number 11 in the Guild's Ravnica meta. It's the 14th of December, and this was a Vraska Planeswalker deck challenge night, so, you know, I didn't go 2-2, went 1-3 as a true record. My DCI was 1-3. Didn't get any buys or anything, so just 1-3 overall. Yeah, so people, I definitely think the competition was a little bit stiffer today, just because it was, you know, people are, you know, leaving for the holidays, and, you know, it was pretty much just the regular guys. So yeah, we have this Jeskai Control, which pretty much is Boa to me. Pretty standard list. This one had 2 Lyras though, according to him. He actually sideboarded in the Lyras. He main decks the Niv Mizzets, that's right. He main decks the Niv Mizzets, so. Yeah, just epically hard, difficult matchup. This is why I sideboarded in against him. Still didn't really help. Yeah, maybe I need to throw in the Duresses in the sideboard. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Just so you can actually have more interaction with the Jeskai control deck. But yeah, this one right here, I had to tack in because I had the Crawl Harpooner in hand, and I just need to, you know, get rid of that Crackling Drake, but, you know, he eventually got Teferi out. Oh yeah, my Charnel Troll and Golgari Findbroker were saying, yeah, that's right. Oh well. Yep, yeah, it was a lot of counter spells on his part, but, you know, that's just got control. Mono Blue Merfolk. Oh yeah, so this one was a weird deck because he was kind of like in between decks, I think. It was a Mono Blue Merfolk deck, but he was trying to make it into a more, you know, mono blue tempo with the Djinns and the Curious Obsessions, but he only has 1 each, so it's kind of a weird, like, in the middle. It didn't really work out, but he did go off like this one crazy time. Oh yeah, game 1 I think. Yeah, he had some insane crazy draws with the, what was it, the Oracle, Seafloor Oracle. Yeah, that was the one that I needed to highlight because I was like, whoa, what is going on? He's drawing so many cards with these unblockable Merfolk. It was crazy. Yeah, game 2. Oh yeah, Charnel Troll carried me on that one. Yeah, Midnight Reapers are just great value, you know. So, game 3. Oh yeah, this one was a pretty good board stall. I think I don't know how correct this interaction was. I mean, all of this paragraph is. I tried my best to, you know, record everything, but sometimes I'm just forgetful or I can't remember the exact same numbers and everything. But I do remember leaving up my, I left my knight because he had Knight of Malice because he has first strike. I think the main thing is he needed to top deck a Merfolk in order to win, but he didn't. He, you know, top decked a land, so yeah, and I top deck statue to kill his adept because he swung in with his 2 unblockable guys. He had 2 river sneaks. Yeah. Yeah, and I did swing in. He did chump block, but I think he might have misplayed there if he. Oh, I don't know. But he definitely chump blocked. I think he could have double blocked my Reaper, maybe. I have no idea. Maybe he didn't want me to draw another card. So yeah, he just chump blocked. But yeah, that was a pretty close game. I think I got this correct, but I'm not sure. Yeah, but if he would have gotten a top deck Merfolk, his River Sneaks would have triggered. His Deep Root Waters would have triggered. So I think they would have became 3/3s. So yeah, it was pretty much Merfolk or bust. But yeah, I got that one. That was my only win. Surprise, you know. Oh yeah, this is Golgari Graveyard with Forazonis. This kid again. He's part of the middle school like crew, and well, anyways, yeah, he rocks Forazonis, and he also has the Journey to Eternity. But yeah, so game 1, I let him flip the Journey to Eternity because I was just swinging in, and he kind of rode the endurance game after that, the value train with the Journey to Eternity. But yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have attacked there, but looking back on it, he also had, you know, play crafters. He played craft and sacrificed the Journey to Eternity on a Glowspore Shaman. So, you know, it's like, you know, you pick your poison, you either attack into it or he sacrifices something. So, yeah, Journey to Eternity just need to get some more anti-enchantment removal, so it doesn't flip. Because if, yeah, he's gonna just outgrind me every time with the flip Journey to Eternity, paying the 5 to bring back, you know, Ravenous Chupacabra or whatever, which is really cool interaction. But yeah, yeah, oh yeah, game 2 I did win though with oh, I did decided the Crushing Canopy. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, he does 3, yeah, he main decks 3 Journey to Eternities, I think, after asking him. Did I write it down? Maybe I wrote it down another time. But, yeah, he has 3 Journey to Eternities, and, yeah, that one actually won, but this game 3, yeah, he, you know, flipped his Journey to Eternity again, so, you know, whatever. It's just, sometimes that's the way the game goes, so. Also, you know, it's a budget deck, but, yeah, Journey to Eternity is definitely a good card if you can make it work. Round 4 was Mono Red Goblins. This was again that kid. Yeah, he's another one of those kids from the middle school crew. So, but yeah, this was just a super quick, fast deck. Oh yeah, the Chain Whirler. Oh my goodness, that was brutal. Yeah, that kind of gives me flashbacks to my Challenger deck days. You know, like just recently. When I first bought the Challenger deck, I had Llanowar Elves into the Glint Sleeve Siphoner, and yeah, just Chain World, just 2 for 1 immediately, and then you gotta deal with it, you know, get a removal spell or something. So it's like a 3 for 1. But anyways, yeah, game 2 was just, oh yeah, the Lava Coils. Yeah, it's just like, what can you do? I mean, Lava Coil is such a good card, so, yeah, his deck was just super quick. Yeah, the Siege Gang into another Trash Master. Was that a second Trash Master? I don't remember. But, you know, it was just a really quick deck, hard for me to stabilize. Yeah, just the way it is. But, yeah, that's my results, guys. Just a quick Planeswalker deck challenge. Still going to try and get that 2/2. I think I can rebuild the deck, maybe. But, yeah, that's, you know, that's what it is. It's a challenge, so. And also, you know, I just wanted to say on the kitchen table that, you know, I went 2/2, you know, at an FNM. I think that'd be pretty respectable for a kitchen table deck. So, that's week number 11 for the Guilds Ravnica meta. Yo, how's it going, everyone? It's the Casual Cube for FNM week number 10 of the Guilds Ravnica meta. Now it's the 8th, but FNM was on the 7th of December. So this is week 10 of the Guilds Ravnica meta, and I brought the mono black control deck. I also did bring the blue-red wizards, but my buddy told me about another local game store that was having free entry into their FNM. And this is my first time going to this game store, but I would consider this my third local game store, the one that I signed up for this FNM. So it's not my main one, and it's not the second one that I went to where I did standard showdowns before, but it's just my third one. Well, technically it's my fourth, but it's the third one where I actually signed up with my DCI number. But anyways, when he texted me that they were doing a free entry, as well as first place got a free Ultimate Masters pack, I was like, dude, yeah, man, I'm going to try and win. So, yeah, I ended up bringing my mono black control deck. I know, like, you know, I really wanted to play my blue-red wizards, but the blue-red wizards, you know, I don't know how competitive it is. In this case, I actually wanted to win, to actually compete and try and get the Ultimate Masters. Now, in this case, I didn't go 4-0. I didn't get first place, so I didn't get the Ultimate Masters, but I did get a promo. I got the promo Sinister Sabotage, so that's my second one. And I ended up going a 3-1, which is, you know, pretty awesome. And I ended up taking $18 store credit, because they consider, at this local game store, they consider one pack $3, whereas my main game store only considers each pack $2.50. So that's pretty sweet. You know, I definitely got to play more over here. It's you know, a little bit further a drive out, but in this case, my main local game store doesn't do standard showdowns. That's the main reason why I went to the second one, is because they did do standard showdowns. But in this case, you know, I mean, it's the complete package. They got standard showdowns on Saturday as well, so it also has a really good modern scene too, according to the players that I was talking with. So if I wanted to get into modern, but anyways, so yeah, unfortunately I didn't do the blue-red wizards. I'm gonna do that next week, but in this case, yeah. So the updated version of what I was rocking with my budget mono black control before, it didn't have the Josu Vesses or the Seeker Squire, and Seeker Squire is awesome. I mean, God, it's probably a little bit better than the Dusk Legion Zealot, but it's just such a great card for this mono black control. You know, you can draw your lands, your swamps, or you know, just have a 2/3 body that's an early game blocker. I mean, it's just, I've had a great experience playing with that card, and it actually showed up in most of my games as well. And also, I was playing with 4 Cabal Strongholds. Now, I know, I was reading the article of, I think it's Ali Eldrazi. He was doing the updated version of Chromatic Black, which is like the hot mono black deck right now because it's really flashy with, you know, the Mastermind's acquisition. But he only plays with 3 Cabal Strongholds, but I was okay with 4. You know, it was totally fine in this mono black deck. And I did 1 Memorial to Folly, 19 Swamps, and 2 Josu Vests in the main, and 1 Isreth in the main. Whereas I also had 1 more copy of Josu Vest, as well as 1 more Isreth from the sideboard. So that's just something to keep in mind. Also, I thought that was a really good balance, just to have a bunch of mana towards the late game. After you control the board early, and in the late game you can pop off with a kick Josu Vest. But anyways, so yeah, round 1 was against Izzet Control. It wasn't an Izzet Drake's deck, so initially I thought it was, because, you know, he played Crackling Drake, and I was like, oh great, that's another Izzet Drake deck. But it was actually Izzet Control, and afterwards, after we were done playing, he told me that he had no Arclight Phoenixes or Enigma Drakes. And in this case, he had Expansion Explosion. The Raw is a Viceroy, which I think is extremely undervalued right now. It's a 5-mana Planeswalker with 5 loyalty, and yeah, I just think it's a really good Planeswalker, and it's only like $5-6 right now, which I think, yeah, it's just, I think it's undervalued in my opinion. But anyways, yeah, so he main decked Fiery Cannonade, yeah, Ops, Chemistry's Insight, Ionize, Syncopates. So it was like a control, it was definitely a control kind of style of deck. But yeah, game 1, yeah, he had 3 Crackling Drakes throughout the game, but the third one was the one that got me. Yeah, game 2, Seeker, yeah. Oh yeah, so I started out with 2 Seeker Squires early in the game, and yeah, that's right. they both became 2/3s, and yeah, he must have had a bad, yeah, he definitely had a bad opener, because, yeah, I just kept on grinding him down with those 2 Seeker Squires. I might have taken out one creature, I don't remember. But, you know, in this mono black control deck, it's like a ton of removal, walk the planks, cast downs. I'm even, you know, using Price of Fame because I really like the surveil effect, so I control my draws later. But anyways, yeah, so Seeker Squire, yeah. Oh yeah, the Ravenous Chupacabra, man, Ravenous Chupacabra is such a great card. So yeah, that was a relatively easy game. He kind of got screwed at game 2. But yeah, moving on into round 2. Oh man, the red-green dinosaurs. I was like, man. I mean, everyone kind of forgets about the Ixalan tribals. You know, the dinosaurs, merfolk, and vampires. And it's kind of odd because I actually ran into a vampire deck in round 4, which is a mono-white tokens deck, which is kind of vampire-ish, but it didn't have the Vampire Lord, the Legion Lieutenant, that gives all of your vampires +1/+1, the Anthem effect. In this case, though, it was the red-green dinosaurs, and you know he's also playing with the Steel Leaf Champions, which got me both games, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, in game 1 I screwed myself up. I had to mull down to 5, but you know, you just got to do what you got to do sometimes. Yeah, that's right. Oh my god, the Regisol Alpha into the Galtas. Yeah, that's just brutal. I mean, you know, sometimes the deck can just go bananas. Oh yeah, and Savage Stomp. Did I write that he did Savage Stomp? I think game 1 he did the Savage Stomp, which I was really impressed because Savage Stomp, I don't actually, oh yeah, I do have it here. It's it costs 2 less with a dinosaur, so it also puts a +1 counter on it. And he's also playing with like Ripjaw Raptor. Actually he was on the Raging Raptors, I think, in game 1, where he Savage Stomped, I think maybe a Seeker Square, I don't know what he Savage Stomped, but he ended up getting an extra land out of the deal. So just very synergistic deck, really cool deck. But yeah, I got my butt whooped. Yeah, it was a brutal deck. Oh man, round 3. So this is like the 4th time I think I've gone against mono blue, and I've beaten mono blue every single time. I think one time it was mono red, and then twice now it's been mono black that I've beaten it with. I don't remember what the other time I beat it with. But anyways, yeah, so it's a very standard mono blue deck with the Tempest Gens, the Merfolk Tricksters, the Dive Downs, Curious Obsession. So yeah, game 1, yeah, I got him with the Golden Demise. Yeah, he was countering me a lot with the Spell Pierces and Dive Downs. Oh, he also main decks Wizard Retort. Yeah, he got my Joseph Vess. Yeah. Yeah, that was a great experience. Because I think in game 2 I kicked a Joseph. Yeah, I kicked a Joseph. Yeah, and also got Wizard Retorted. So, yeah. But oh yeah, later on in the game, oh yeah, I ended up. So he kind of got mega land screwed or land flooded. He's playing with 20 lands, but he ended up getting like 17 of them out in the game. So yeah, just that's the way Magic works sometimes. But for me, in my case, I also got flooded a little bit, but I had 3 Cabal Strongholds, so eventually I topped out at like 10, 11 lands or something, and yeah, I was kicking Joseph Vesses. I was, using all that mana for Issereth. I think he accidentally didn't calculate. He blocked my Ravenous Chupacabra with my Issereth on board, so the next time I swung in with Issereth, I could, Issereth would trigger, and I was, getting back my Ravenous Chupacabra to, yeah, I don't think he thought that through. He kind of forgot about that, but, yeah, that was, it was a pretty solid game. I think it was a good matchup, a favorable matchup for us, because we got the board clears and everything, but yeah, he also had a lot of counterplay, so you never know how those games are going to go. Round 4. So yeah, round 4 was mono-white tokens, and this one was an interesting list because it didn't have the Legion Lieutenant, so I thought it was initially a vampire list with the Danto Vanguard and the Legion's Landing. Oh, I didn't write Legion's Landing here. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. And the Martyr of Dusk also kind of threw me for a loop, but honestly, I think their game plan was to, along with the Hunted Witness and the Martyr of Dusk, is to be resilient against board clears, so they can always have the tokens on board, so they can, convoke a Venerated Loxodon, for instance. But in game 1, yeah, I got the Golden Demise in my opening hand, and that was just, surprise, boom, hit him with the Golden Demise. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, she had 3 Legion's Landings in her hand, which was, kind of unfortunate, or, early in the game. Yeah, and it's a legendary enchantment, unfortunately. So, but I also was very mindful to prevent her from attacking with 3, so it doesn't flip. So, I forced her into playing those Legion's Landings just for that 1/1 token. But going on into game 2. Oh yeah, she had 2 Untitled Vanguards, and I just couldn't remove them. I didn't draw my Golden Demises or the Moment of Cravings to deal with the Untitled Vanguard, so they just put a lot of pressure. Oh yeah, and the Venerated Loxodon for 5. She got like a couple of tokens. I think a Healer's Hawk she got with it, as well as the Untitled Vanguards. So yeah, that's when I really saw what the deck was capable of. It's a token go wide strategy, and then hit him with the Venerated Loxodon. Also plays Conclave Tribunal. Yeah, okay, just making sure that I listed there. Then the final game, yeah, so I took out, so I was kind of top heavy, and I took out 2 of the Price of Fames, and I put in the extra copy of Izzet, and I put in a 4th copy of Phyrexian Scriptures. Now, I got the Phyrexian Scriptures a while back when they were trading cheaply in the previous meta, and I think they're about $1.80 to $2 right now, which is kind of unfortunate, but the Phyrexian Scriptures are great. I mean, I know they're not Ritual Suit, so it's not instant, but the fact that it just clears your opponent's board and then exiles all their stuff, in this case it didn't really matter, but, maybe against an Argylak Phoenix Drake deck, or a Golgari deck, it might, be relevant to exile their graveyard, but, yeah, early in the game I explored the Scriptures with the Seeker Squire, and she had to read the card, yeah, so, yeah. Oh yeah, she kept a 1-lander with the Legion's Landing, and so she got land screwed in this case, whereas this one she got land flooded. But yeah, the writing was on the wall that the Scriptures was gonna hit, and I think she ended up playing some more stuff afterwards, but I just hit it with a Golden Demise. So my deck is very favored against the token strategy, because I am rocking a lot of board clears. I'm rocking the Golden Demises and the Phyrexian Scriptures, as well as a ton of single spot removal. But yeah, actually, I think I ended up putting the Tetzimoc in the sideboard, because I think with the Josu Vesses, that's going to be my win condition, and the Tetzimoc might be good against other, like maybe against the Golgari matchup, where in the mid-range, against mid-range, I can utilize that Tetzimoc, versus something like against mono white tokens. I don't think Tetzimoc, I think I'm glad I took Tetzimoc out, put it into the sideboard, because I don't think against these aggro kind of decks, Tetzimoc is that good. So yeah.